time shot. It's time shot. I'm in the place where my friends are, and I know together we'll go far. Yeah, time shot. It's time shot. And I'm still doing things the time shot way.
Hello, people. It's Potent. We're back on TimeShot, and I wanted to do a few things today. One is something with the llamas, but I also wanted to show you guys what I've been working on off camera. I've been doing a ton of building off camera. It doesn't look like a lot has changed, but trust me, there's a lot that I've put into it off camera, and it was sort of half inspired by some friends of mine over at Hermitcraft, who, you know, I've known them for a long time. Some of them have even gone through the steps of applying to TimeShot and so on and so forth. So there's like, we're all friends. It's mutually, there's a good relationship there. I feel, no ill will or anything like that. And I don't watch any of those videos. I don't watch anything on YouTube though. Like I don't watch, anything. Period. But I happened to be looking at someone's Twitter, and I'm like, I saw the name of one of their videos, and I clicked on it, and then started watching it, and that's how it all started. And they were doing a server tour, and the stuff that they've built, they reset their server. I think they're in season 4, and they reset theirs a few months before we did. I don't know how many months, but several months before us. And they've built some insane stuff. Like, it's just, when I look at that and I look at what we've accomplished, what I've accomplished personally, I feel like, wow, I need to step up my game and just start like pouring in some hours. Now, I was talking to Pudsey about this, and she said that it was because they are all, well, not all, but most of them are they do YouTube for a living. And then at that, they spend most of their time just doing Minecraft, doing that server video and stuff like that. So they pour a ton of hours into just the server. Whereas me especially, but everybody on the server is pretty well casual when it comes to being on the server, recording on the server, doing things with the group, building their builds and so on. So, it's a lot more casual, even for me, because I play a lot of other games and stuff. So, there's only so much that I can do and will do. And so, we have less time to build, technically. But I still wanted to step up my game. So I started building today, and well, let's show you guys what I worked on. So this is the last thing I was starting. Well, actually, this isn't the last thing. This is one of the things I was working on, was to make this bridge ornate. And I'm going to do the same to this little corner here. To some extent, this corner here. And it's basically going to have the same effect as this bridge here. In that it is a bridge, clearly, but it's more of a grand pathway. And so I like this ornate quality to it. It's got the little glass in this one because it's a long one. The size of this is, I think, a little bit shorter. Yeah, by one block. No, one block? Yeah, one block. Crazy enough. It is two blocks. No, one block. It's one block. One block shorter, this one is, up there, than this span of the wall here. So this is the first one that I built. And I did this mostly off camera and just came up with a design. It actually started, the bridge was going to be way down here. So it started as this kind of little archway here. And then when I built the walls, I just kind of kept building, and then I put a pathway over top. and put the glass underneath, and that's kind of just how it formed. Is that it started with the thing was actually starting at this level, and I think I showed that even on camera, where we had just a couple spans and they were on this level down here. So I did this one first. It looks awesome. It was one of the first things that I built in this entire area. Just when this little tower was a baby. And I've always been very, very happy with how it looks. From both sides, from a distance, and so on. It looks really good. So when it came to building this little span here, and I'm not done with it entirely, but when it came to building this span here, I had something more like 4 or 5 blocks, or 5 blocks. Yeah, 4 or 5. 4 or 5 blocks on each side, so 10 blocks total, less of a distance. So I made it as ornate as I could with the span that I had. And now I'm again faced with a challenge in that I have 2 blocks less total on this one up here, too. And don't even get me started when I have to do this tiny little like this little you know, pathway here. What am I going to do? I don't know yet. I just don't know yet. But I've been working on this, getting it looking all right from both sides. This side's very not done. Don't look. But this side's coming along, and I have the room for the glass already. And then I can pull away. Actually, I could probably... Oh, no. I'm not going to pull away the dirt yet, because I might still need to work on it from this side a little bit. But that's that. Then I worked on this. So I carved a pathway down here, put some stairs just to kind of mark it. And actually I should... Do I have a silk touch anymore? I don't think I do. I could go buy one from Edson if I really needed to. But I want to spread some grass over here. And it looks to me like we won't be able to. Unless I did something more like... I would have to cut the grass like this. Bear with me. There. Now the grass will spread all to this area here. All right. So this is all going to be a pathway. There's going to be a very, 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 very short bridge here. Just a little hop, skip, and a jump, really. To get over the little creek. In fact, it could probably just go across... like so. No. I did this. I've done this in a way that I don't like already. So, usual building process is that we do things again and again and again until we're like, yep, that looks great. Set it in stone, literally. Okay. So that's going to be side 1 and side 2. And then the footpath will essentially just go like that. And then have some stairs. Actually, let's cut it in a bit. Like that. Okay. You know, and that's pretty well all that we need to do here. It doesn't need to look that ornate here, right here, because, well, it just doesn't. We can carve it in here like that. And then we've got kind of like a little drainage thing. I could put a little grate there if I really wanted to. Little metal grate. And there's our little bridge, more or less. Okay, so that's this little bridge here. And it goes up to here. And this is all custom made. Oh, Dave's here. Yeah. So anyway, I'm getting distracted with Dave being here. This is all custom carved, though. All of this. So that we can go up to here and then have this building be a thing. Because... you You should do a massive tree house. But I need to build a bunch of custom trees. You have time. Alright, so I cut this path up here, and I'm actually, yeah, this is still, I need more dirt to cover this up. But you can kind of see the terraforming happening here. And it will look better when I've put down my path blocks and stuff. I haven't shown you guys my idea for path blocks yet too much. But it's going to involve some prismarine blocks and some quartz blocks. And that's pretty well all that I've got right now in mind. But I wanted to build up to this building here because I want this to be my storage area. So my storage area is going to be... Well, I need a storage area. I might have to actually expand this back a bit. I don't want to take away from this river, though. Which is why we built that little bridge down there in the first place. So I can maybe move it back by 1 or 2 blocks. Maybe up to 3 blocks back. But for the most part, it's going to be going up. It's going to go maybe down a little bit. But it's not going to be a tall, huge tower or anything like that I have planned anyway. It might end up being a larger tower. And it won't be this shape probably by the time I'm done with it. But for now, I wanted to make this a storage area because I am sick of having those chests piled up over there. It's so irritating to me. It's annoying. I never have room for anything. So it's driving me nuts, and I need to fix it. So that's what I'm going to be working on soon. Cut this block out. There we go. That flows a little bit better. These should actually be sticking out a little bit more or even cut in a little bit. But, you know what? I'll deal with it. It'll be 2 blocks. And then, actually, I could probably cut that in a little bit. You know, I'm always going to be terraforming this probably for months to come. Yes. That way. Yeah, he's finding it. You can't miss it. It's a massive portal. I think the tree you had in mind would be like that. There's my portal. I want to do the same bridge over here too, by the way. This kind of bridge, the thicker, this one, you know, rather than these narrow, expansive bridges. I don't know. I just feel like the main street, you know, that's the kind of thought that I'm having in my mind, is that like this is Main Street. This is the larger, more used path. People coming in and out of the portal. Coming down this way is Main Street, Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. You know, there's like a main big road and then little smaller roads and bridges everywhere else. So I've set this one up right now so that we can in the future do like we did down there. Maybe I'll save it for a stream. Maybe I'll do it off camera. I can't decide. Because we did all of this on a stream, this bridge. Now, the final thing that I worked on. Actually, I built those little tiny... I built one of the little round circles there, and I built one. You can barely see it, maybe. Can we see it at all? Let's get at... Horse is pushing me. Let's get all the way over to here, and maybe we can see it. Yeah, we can. Right there. There's another little circle there, and those circles are going to be... So there was the one that's right over there, and there's one that's right over here. So we can see them both right here. One right there, one right there. And those are going to be the tall towers again, similar to this, except that they are both if I'm not mistaken, they are both on a higher plateau than these two towers right here. But they're going to be identical towers to those two. I want to kind of surround the city with these large watchtowers. I might even do one down in that area, like way down there. And then I was also thinking of maybe doing one like on the other side of the mountain down in here, like way on the other side, right where the sand is and the water is. So I kind of want to surround them with these giant torch light towers type of thing. So that's all in the works. That's all planning that I'm doing right now. But yeah, the final thing that I want to show you, and this is the grandest thing to show you, is this. So I worked hard on this. This took the bulk of my morning away. I reworked the arch a little bit. So if you watched the stream at all, if you were there for the stream, you would have seen me do most of the work for the archway here. I just did it in dirt, but I kind of on stream, not on screen, figured out sort of the archway, the curve. And the way that I did that, if I had an ender pearl, we'd go up there. Actually, I might be able to pillar up there. So let's maybe go take a look. Let's take a look from the sand first of all, from a distance, and then we're gonna go up there. There's no actual way up right now, so that's also a work in progress. But the way that I did it is I kind of followed the shape. Yeah, I got to go up there right now. That'll help you guys visualize what I'm saying. Okay? Let's grab some blocks. The dirt's in here, so let's grab a couple stacks. And let's just pillar in any odd place. Okay, yep, come on. Keep going. Keep pillaring. I hope you guys don't mind this kind of episode. I just kind of wanted to show you guys what I've been working on. So it's been over 15 minutes now, and we're just kind of still showing you guys what I'm working on. I don't have any topic or anything like that serious today. We're just showing off what we've been working on, that's all. So this is the top, and oh, this looks just so epic. So epic so far. I need to finish the floor down there. I'm still working on an idea. I put diorite around the sides, but I'm still on the fence about that. Because I don't mind how stone brick looks with the quartz, like it does there. And stone brick obviously has other benefits like the slabs and the stairs we could use also. So diorite was just something I was playing with. I'm probably going to tear it out and end up putting stone brick. But the way that I did this archway, if you are building a similar thing and you want to kind of do a similar style, is that I followed the shape of the egg. So this is kind of like an ovular, an egg-shaped base. You can see from the bottom that it is an egg shape, more or less. And what I did is I started just making a stairway. So I just built a staircase up, and I followed the egg shape. So you can see that on each side, I'm never once leaving my egg shape. And I go and I go and I go all the way up. And then if the egg shape curves, so do my stairs. So you go up and you're always following the egg shape, more or less. So that's how you can build something similar in style to this. Gives it a cut off, chiseled out look to it. And yeah, even at the top, it's still, if I look here, see where we can go right down to the ground. On both sides, it just followed the egg shape. Egg shape. Except this one. This one block right here is off. Everywhere else, this one too, technically. It annoys me, but you know what? It looks all right. So you follow the egg shape, but that's not all. And that's why I'm going to go down over there now. So let's go and I'll show you what I mean by that's not all. Because if you just built a stairway to the egg shape, it would look really weird. It would be a very weird pointed build. And that's not what I wanted. So I tried to make it look as natural as possible on the stream. But I really took a step back and I sort of decided more or less what the steps would look like. So I've gone and I looked down here and I pillared way up. So if I pillar way up here again, and we're, yeah, right about here, and we pillar all the way up, this is the best vantage point to carve out something like that. Of course, if we had creative, we'd be able to just fly up and then see it. But actually, this is probably about far enough. Yeah, just like this. So from here, you can see the way that the curve goes, and that it's sort of a curve. It could be carved in maybe a little bit better up here, tiny bit there. Curve it in just a little bit more. But that's part of it. And maybe I will ultimately go up there and cut out. It looks like I just need to cut out one, maybe 2 blocks. These 2 blocks right here. So what I do is just make note of that and then go climb up all the way up there, take out those 2 blocks, come all the way back here, pillar up, take another look and say, yep, that looks pretty good. So I did that with this. You can see that it's a nice curve upwards. And I think that it looks pretty slick with all this glass up there. So that's what I had envisioned. And I think that it looks really, really wicked. Very decorative. So now the thing that I have to work on is the interior of it. This is going to be my main donor hall for the patrons, as far as I can remember. No, this is going to be the donor hall. This is going to be just the normal donor hall. This one. The patron donor hall is going to be up there. I just remembered where that tree is, way up there. And this is the Steam donor hall. So these are all donor halls up to this point, the builds that I'm building. Because I wanted to get those done first and get the names from the TimeShot Season 1 down once again, just to kind of pay respects to the people who have supported me over the years through your donations and support through Patreon and through the Amazon shop that I used to have, and Steam games and stuff. So that's what this one's going to be. It's going to be 2 big smokestacks, and then the rest of the build is going to be kind of in between there, and it'll look really good. I know it doesn't look like much right now. Maybe it does, but it'll look even better when it's more complete. The other thing that I worked on, this pathway actually goes all the way to spawn. This little pathway. You can see lots of holes in it still, especially down this little path right here. Lots and lots of holes in it because I was getting attacked by mobs and I ran out of blocks and I didn't have time to fill them, and it was a pain. But that pathway goes all the way to spawn. It's all lit up all the way to spawn. Just to help people find this base and to help me find it when I'm in the middle of the desert. Wynn, who lives just in that direction, has already said that she's used it a number of times to find her way around without getting lost. And it looks kind of cool from when we go way up high and look out over at this little tiny pathway through the sand. So that's that. And then I came up here and I started to make a natural pathway up with some quartz all the way through here. It cuts through here. This, keep in mind, all the ground is going to be changing when I finally figure out what my path blocks are going to be. And it goes up this way, and then we have our way naturally up to this. So that is that, and that's everything that I've worked on thus far. Tons of stuff, isn't it? Tons. So with 25 minutes down, I don't know if I'll have exactly enough time to do what I wanted to do. Let's run to spawn and grab the llamas that I had procured for myself and for Wynn. I don't know what color of llama she wants, but I grabbed 2 white ones. I was going to bring them here, breed one, and then bring one to her base, so that I can always breed more and more llamas and just have llamas. Llama, 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 llama. Everybody loves the llamas. I guess I do too. It's all right. They're all right. They don't really have a purpose. That, you know, I remember mods like Better Than Wolves, and there's even a Better Than Bunnies mod. I mean, they could have added a lot more than llamas. They really didn't need to focus a ton of their time on llamas, and it makes me feel like, you know, there's someone at Mojang currently sitting there working on nothing. They have nothing to do, and they're like, well, you have nothing to do, so why don't you just try to do this, you know, like for fun, to test your abilities or something. I don't know. I don't even know why they work on things like that. But they did, and we have them, and people love them. So, you know what? It's all good. So the Llama Love Shack is right here, as you guys may have seen in the last episode. And here are the llamas that we've got. Tons of them. And they all have little carpets on their backs. Some of them. Most of them. Which is sort of interesting. Oh, look at this. As soon as you grab one, the entire group of them are like, what? Where are you taking us? Where are you taking us? Look at them all. They all want out. So I wanted 2 of them. I don't remember which ones were mine. I think I had, yeah, this one probably, the one with the reddish. And probably this one. With a white carpet. That's a white carpet, really? That's a white carpet? Alright, so this red one. And the other one. Oh, this is going to be impossible, because as soon as I grab one, look at this craziness. So I have to like sort of push it into its own area. Okay. And then grab the other one. Come on. Sort of do that. Grab this guy. Pull him away. Oh, man, this is impossible. Get out. Everybody out. Okay. By chance. By chance. This guy's right where he needs to be. So let's see if I can shove him through the door. He's walking in the other direction, which is really annoying. Holy crap. Come on. We're fighting this guy all the way through. Great. So now we should be golden if I can get this guy through the door again. They seem to really hate doors. This guy's not even paying attention, even slightly. So let's do this guy. Okay, he's out. Stay there for a bit. Come on, idiot. It's not where the door is. Come on. Alright. So there we go. Now. Is this guy not following? Why is he not following? Alright, here we go. Here we go. Now I gotta lead them all the way back to my base. And with that, I'm gonna end the episode here. So thank you guys for watching. What time is it in the Minecraft dates? Almost night. Oh! I feel like Dave's on. We can make it fast, probably. I hope. I'm gonna try. So that's where I'm gonna end the episode. Like this video, comment below, do all those other awesome things that people do. And we'll see you guys next time on TimeShot. Bye-bye!